Hi, this is Shawn Stahl with R&T Calls, and we're going over Short Reed 101. And in previous segments, we went through all the proper steps to properly operate a short reed Canada Goose call. And one of the things we're going to go through now is a little more advanced. We're going to talk about reed shaving. Now, reed shaving isn't for everybody, and in fact, I don't shave the reeds in probably 90% of the calls that I personally blow. And that's for personal preference because I feel like the reeds last longer. They have a better lifespan because anytime you put a knife to these reeds and start scraping them down, they just seem to wear out faster, and there's nothing worse than getting a quarter or halfway through a hunt and you blow a reed out. I want to cover this a little bit because guys like to do it. They like to experiment. They like to get just different style sounds in their calls. And like I said, I do it with some of my calls. There's a couple of things you're going to need. You obviously need reeds. You can order reeds. You can get piles of them, and they're relatively inexpensive, and you can practice and mess with them a little bit. I go to the hardware and I just get, I think this is a 1/2 inch conduit coupler. It's just something you can put your finger through. And I know guys will make, they'll get like a clamp and a flat piece, and they'll get that and make it, but it's just bulky and big. This is something that you can throw in your call bag along with a knife. I actually prefer like a pocket knife because it's got a rounded edge for the same reason that I like this as opposed to a flat edge, because as I showed before, you got to find the curve. You got to find the curve on this reed. Once you find that curve, you want the curve up, and I'll place that reed. I know it's kind of hard to see it white on white here, but I'll place that reed on there. And because this is a curve, this is a flat surface, I can rocker that reed with my thumb to get the right amount of pressure and get that knife at the right spot. And that's why a pocket knife or a curved edge, you can really get, you know, finite with that. But these little cheap, inexpensive knives work just as good. And you can rocker that reed on there, and you can start scraping. Just pull at you and go across it. And as I'm going across it, I'm trying to do this real slow. Normally I can do it real fast and just go across it. So you just start scraping the reed and rolling it as you go across, scraping it down, and just start out taking a little bit off. And some guys will try taking a little bit more off the sides, leave a little bit of backbone. There's all different things you can do and play with this with, but then you want to kind of clean up the edge a little bit. And one thing I don't recommend is taking like an emery board or sandpaper and going along the edge with that, because you're just going to start delaminating this reed even faster. So if you just take that flat knife and go across the edge, you can clean it up pretty good. And then go through the whole tuning steps again. You just place it in there, put your wedge on top, then place it into the insert of your call, put it in there, give it a test drive. Get yourself a bunch of reeds, try this out. This will help you learn just a little bit more about your calling techniques and presenting air into the call and how to operate it. So it's something I recommend everybody doing. I just don't, I personally don't prefer to do it in most of my field hunting calls, but tuning or shaving a reed, it's pretty simple. Once you get the hang of it, just get you a pocket full of them and sit down and just start messing around in the off season. It's a great time of year to do it. You can practice all this stuff in the summertime and build your calling skills. Stay with it, practice all summer long, and then you're ready for the field. You know, there's nothing worse than just, you know, hunting with a buddy that doesn't call until the opening day. So shaving a reed, blowing a call, tuning a call, learning all the aspects of it, learning how to properly operate a short reed goose call is going to make you more productive in the field. But eventually you're going to get a lot of invites because everybody's going to know that you can call and you've learned how to do it the right way.